Well, good morning from Wyoming. I got my dad out here with me. He's here for Thanksgiving, so we're gonna see if we can repeat last year's Thanksgiving break magic. We're down here on the Powder River, actually where Jay-Z shot his deer last week. We've seen like 3 or 4 good ones in this bottom, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get to the south or the north side of this. We got a little bit of a south wind, and we're gonna still hunt our way through the brush and rattle and see what happens. So it's like perfect weather, high 20s, low 30s, sunny, just a slight breeze. There's deer everywhere, so let's go see if I can not get ducked by a deer.
I can't see him. Yeah, I see him. I see him.
Alright, well, that's, we just kind of came in through this big bedding area and rattled, and all the bucks are with does. We saw like 3 shooter bucks in here for sure. There's one there at the end. And, but we're gonna go cruise around and see what else we see, and then we'll probably, I'm sure we'll see a buck chasing or doing something in the middle of the day we can work on. But in the meantime, we might go look for coyotes or just gonna go hang out. So we'll be back. Alright, so there's a buck down here in the hayfield. It's just kind of a grass field, and there's a little tiny levee, and I don't think this is gonna work, but it's my last chance, so I'm gonna sneak down here and try to, he's still looking, try to get to the fence. So legally I have to be 30 feet off the road. The fence is like 60 yards, so I'm legal, but I really don't think this is gonna work. He's with a hot doe and she's out of sight. So let's There's no way my dad can get down here to film it. So hopefully he can film it from the truck. He's at 65. If I can get to the fence, I'll shoot him.
How cool was that? That was awesome to watch.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it's a long way for the camera, but how far was he?
60.
60? And you smoked him. I could tell by the way he kicked and he took off. And
holy smoke. So here's the short version of this. We've been driving around. We got on some deer this morning and just messed with them on the ground, and tonight we saw this buck come following a hot doe over here by the road, and there was no way that I was going to get to him. So it's getting towards dark, and I was like, I guess I'll try it. And so Dad let me out down here and then backed up the road with the camera, and I snuck down to the fence, and he was at 60, head down feeding, and I only got a 50, but I put it up about that far above his back, knowing that it would drop more than that, but he was gonna duck just like all the other deer I've shot at this year. And he dropped right into it, and it was freaking perfect.
he took off like a shot, and then he went kerplunk.
Holy smoke.
That was awesome, buddy. That was awesome. 2 years in a row.
I know.
We got it done.
We just drove down here. I got Pops back here, our cameraman.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go over here to where the deer was when I shot. All right, so we're here at the point of impact. Got a bunch of hair, and there's blood immediately. Good stuff. Since we're running low on, or we're gonna be running low on light, we're gonna get on this thing. We know he fell out here, so we're gonna try to follow the blood trail. Oh, it's everywhere. There's the knock sticking out, the luminock. Hopefully it's still in the deer, I don't know. Here he is. All right, well, here is my 2019 Wyoming whitetail, and this is an additional tag, so I was able to shoot a mule deer earlier in the year, and got to come out with my dad. I hunted a few days with Jay-Z, and when him and Todd and Scott were here, and I kept getting ducked, and so I actually shot at 3 different bucks, and didn't kill any of them. So anyway, my dad came out for Thanksgiving, and just like last year, we kind of took a day and came out this morning. We hunted. We had some really cool encounters. We had a buck chase a broken rack buck chase a doe like right to us, and I didn't have a clean shot there. But anyway, tonight I shot a couple pheasants with the dog, and this buck came out of the river bottom across this wide open prairie grass, and I don't know, I still don't know how I was able to get close enough, but he was with a hot doe over here, and there's a little levee, just enough that he could, I could see his body when he put his head down to eat. I could move, and I got to the fence, and it was right at 60 yards, and I held my 50-yard pin exactly where I thought it needed to go, and it absolutely went off perfect. You can see right here it came out right at the shoulder on the offside, the old Spitfire Triple X. So to say I couldn't be happier would be an understatement. Be able to be here with my dad and we're gonna get this guy out of here, take some pictures, and we're gonna go back and hang out with the family. So anyway, a great buck, great hunt, and until next time, bow hunt or die.
Alright guys, it is 7:53. I just got off work and I worked off midnights. So decided to come back out to the same stand. And I jumped a really good buck on the way in down there in this bowl. And I've got him on camera. I didn't spook him too bad. I was over there opening up a scrape and he bounded out of this tall cattail reed, so he just went on up in the woods up here. So you never know. Now that I'm on up in here, he never knew what I was, so maybe he will come over here and check out, see what's going on here after a while. There's 3 or 4 good shooters in this area, and I'm hoping one of them at least checks the bedding area right here in front of me sometime today. I plan on sitting most of the day, so we'll see what happens. With a little luck, maybe we can get a good buck down here in Kentucky. Fingers crossed. This is day 32, and I'm ready to rock. Bow hunt or die. Not the shot that I wanted, but she went down, and I mean she went down quick. Shot her in the liver, I'm pretty sure, and she just went down right here. She didn't make it 30 yards. She's down there. She's hurting bad. Well, got a pretty good sized doe down here. This took me a while to get one, but she's done. She's probably only about 30 yards from the tree here.
All right, guys, here she is. Yesterday I went in mid-morning and was looking for a buck or a trophy doe, and this girl came into the bedding area from another ridge, and I watched her all morning. She stayed in about 25 to 30 yards inside the bedding area, and she finally ended up coming out. A little 4-pointer bumped her out, and I got a shot, and I don't know if I rushed my shot or my anchor point was off or what, but I ended up hitting her back. I got lucky on the shot, and I ended up hitting an artery. She went down about 30 to 40 yards from the tree, and the rest is history. Yesterday I had some focusing issues on my camera. I did the interview, and I got home and all the footage was out of focus, so I'm gonna try to redo this for you. And anyway, the NAP, it put a NAP Thunderhead Nitro. It did a devastating job, and I am super pleased. So until next time, bow hunt or die.
Man, that feels good. 2 years in a row, I got to shoot my whitetail with Dad. So, pretty cool.
Pretty cool.